Welcome back, everyone. It is me, the FNAF King. Before I start this first chapter to the story, I just wanted to say this is the first story. If there's any other story ideas y'all have, put it in the comments when this video comes out in like October. So about a full year from now. Alright. Cupcakes. When they debate. Chapter 1. Beginning. I was here again in a dark room. It still had a dim light, and in the middle of it, under, was a dissection table. It had what looked like a cartoon horse or pony strapped to it. It had light blue fur with a rainbow mane and tail, and the iris was a magenta shade of pink. Also, it had wings and hooves, and a tattoo of a cloud with a rainbow lightning strike. It all got black for about 8 to 10 seconds. The light came back on, and, "Goody, you're awake. Now to get started," said some sort of voice. "Pinky, what's going on?" said the pony that was strapped down. The light turned off and back on in a second. "Oh no," the blue pony said. The image of the room presented to us was decorated with a lot of colorful streamers of dried entrails. They all fluttered around on the ceiling, and brightly painted skulls of all sizes were attached to the walls, and organs done up in pastels were filled with helium. They were tied to the backs of chairs. Chairs and tables were made of bones, and the preserved flesh of past victims were still on them. It all went black again. "Life is a party, life is a party, life is a party," said a high-pitched and yet demonic-sounding voice. I awoke in bed wondering why I had that dream again. It was about the 4th time this month. It was July 16th, 2021, so today was the day that the new FNAF book came out. All I would have to do really was go to Walmart. I put on my dad's pajama pants, and then I put on a red tank top that went way past my hips. I got my gray with white stripes jacket, and then I put on my long black socks, then my black A&D1 basketball company shoes. I got my flip phone, house key, my knife, my pocket knife, and a large water bottle, and some money, and something to eat on the way. I put them all in my book bag. That's actually meant to carry stuff for doctors. I grabbed my bike, and then I pushed it outside. I checked around the house to see what my dad was doing. The time was 3:17 p.m., so since I didn't see him, I wasn't shocked. He was probably at work. I went outside and I locked the door again. The door on the back of the house, it had stuff in front of it, like a container of dog food and cat food, and even more stuff. But I didn't worry about people trying to break in because it only happened one time out of the 10 years that I did live here. And that was about 6 or 7 years ago, so I got on my dark blue bike and I rode to the front of the neighborhood and I went left. After about 2 minutes of going right, I went left. I went into the grass and then into a little ditch and over a bent fence to the main road. As I rode down it to Walmart, it took about 8 to 7 minutes. When I got there, I finally walked in and I asked the employees at the front if I could bring in my book bag. "Yes, you can," one said. I asked if I could also have a mask. "Yes, sir," the other guy said. He handed me one, I put it on, and then I thought to myself, the FNAF book would be in the book section, of course, the horror section of it. I sped my walk, and I went through the clothes, art, school, and poster section. Then when I was at the horror section, I looked around, and they had no Five Nights at Freddy's book, that I didn't have at least. So I went to the kids section looking for more FNAF stuff. The Vanny action figure, mostly, since she was the most popular one there was as of right now. But I saw something even weird. Something a little stranger than normal. I saw a pink box with 6 characters inside. A purple alicorn, a yellow pegasus with a pink mane and tail, a normal orange pony with a yellow mane and tail, a white unicorn with a purple mane and tail, a normal pink pony, but then there was the one that caught my attention. It was the same blue pony with a rainbow mane and tail from my dream. I grabbed the box looking for more info. Made 2017 by Hasbro. Characters inside: Rarity, Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, Twilight, Applejack, and Rainbow Dash. From My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. I immediately decided to go back to the house. When I was on the way back, I decided to call my grandma. When I was at the house, I brought my bike in. I walked past the living room and into the kitchen. I then went into the hallway and I stood my bike up. Then I walked into my room. The walls were always dark blue whenever the lights were off. But then whenever you turned them on, the walls were always a light blue. That's all for the rest of this chapter, so this is one doodle I have from when I was making this chapter. When making this chapter, I chose to make this picture that went in between the words. Putting it together, it resembles more of Pinkamena. I added the thing, life is a party, basically. I added a little Freddy head, as well as another picture like before, but a house this time. The next chapter is going to be soon.